Hello, we're going to talk about how to export out of Storyboard Pro into Toonboom. So basically it's going to set all your files up for you, which is pretty nice. So what you're going to do is you're going to be in Storyboard Pro and you're going to go to File. And again, we're going to go to our good friend Export. And you're going to see that it's going to have a 2Harmony option right here. So I'm going to click this and it's going to say, well, where do you want to save this? So I created a folder called Banana Project. Scene name pattern. So this is sort of what the folders are going to be named. So I did bananas. I would probably, this is how it ends up looking in the export. So it's bananas underscore whatever you want. So I probably should have done bananas underscore shot, and then it would sort of number from there because I think it looks weird with the two dashes. So I would probably do something like shot like that, right? And then it's going to end up looking like what it will rename it as underscore shot two like that. I really wish it had padding in the numbers, but I don't see that option. That's just me being futzy. So that's the scene name pattern. Harmony offline, 9.2 or higher. You can either do rendered animatic. So this basically will render the animatic as an MOV, full resolution, and it's going to optimize still images. And then I just did selected scenes, right? So I just did 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you have sounds, you have options for that. I like to burn in my time code and the scene name and panel numbers, but again, that is completely optional. Camera grids, if you want your title safe or action safe, I always recommend those. It's good to know where they are when you're working. And then scene options, this is just, I don't really touch this right here. And then I'm going to go export, and I already did this. It's a cooking show, and I got this. So basically, each of my scenes now has a Toonboom file associated with it. And if you open these in Toonboom, I know, just like a cooking show, ta-da, this is what it's going to be looking like. So for example, in this scene 5, I have a camera move, and it's already put in that camera move for me, right? And here's the animatic. It sort of has flattened the entire animatic as an MOV and brought that in. So basically, it's the correct length. It's already imported. If I have sound and Sound Storyboard Pro, it's going to be bringing that in. If I have camera moves, it'll be bringing those in. So half my work is done here. Once I have that layout, I could import that into here. So the other options that we have, if you're in Storyboard Pro, is the original scene, right? So this is more bringing in these actual elements, and I wasn't very smart with setting these up. So again, but I just want to sort of show you the difference between the two. So I'm going to export the same sequence. I'm going to actually create a different folder. So this is going to be Banana Project VO2, right? And go open. I'm going to have my banana shot naming convention. I'm going to go original scene. I don't like to nest panels and symbols because I think symbols and harmony are terrible. So I'm going to just keep that unexported. I'm going to keep, I don't really have the burn-in or the camera grid options here. And I'm going to go export. It's going to think about it. And here is my version 2 folder right here. So to give you the difference between what they look like. So here is the rendered animatic view of my scene 5. So I'm going to open, don't save. I'm going to go to Documents, Banana Project version 2, go to this scene 5 and open it. And just to see what the difference between the two is going to look like. So basically it brings in the vector drawings and it goes, do you want to place the colors? I'll say yes. And so here, it looks a little different, right? So it brought in all of my layers, right? So Anna is here, my background is here. This is sort of just my reference for the camera move. It does have the camera move in here, but basically instead of flattening out the animatic, it has brought in all the different layers that I have here, right? Which can be good and bad. So, for this scene, I have Anna here and I have this background here. It basically brings in your layers and any sort of animation having to do with those. Let's see, Anna should be moving. It's interesting. So they just keyframed her into these two drawings. They didn't actually key her. Boop, like that. But that just gives me a range. But that's what that's going to look like. And basically you would do that for your project and set up your files so that you can kind of start animating and start laying in your more finished layouts as you work.